What's up, Soul Tribe? What's up, fam bam? Y'all know what time it is. It's time to sage y'all shit. All right, so those of you who are following me through TikTok, hello and welcome. The full length of this reading is going to be posted to my YouTube channel without any interruptions, straightforward, straight through. The first 10 minutes, like discussed before, will be posted to TikTok. So if it resonates with you, come on to my YouTube. The YouTube channel is in my bio. Also, I'm rolling out my podcast, y'all, talking about my personal journey. If you are interested in that, the link to that is in my bio. Right now, all I have up is the trailer for it. In order to access it, you do need Spotify. All right, so without further ado, the dragons got something to say. All right, so those of you, this is how you're going to know if this resonates with you. This eclipse energy brought up some motherfucking side effects. All right, so if you are experiencing the following, this reading could, in fact, be for you. I definitely stick around. And anybody who is subscribing to my YouTube, I have a drawing going on right now from the beginning of April to the end of April. I will announce the winner live. But you have a chance to win a in-depth, hour-and-a-half long, personal, detailed reading from yours truly by just simply subscribing to my YouTube channel and commenting underneath this video when you do. Every time someone subscribes, I put their name in to a drawing, okay, to win that reading. So I hope to see you guys there. Those of you who don't know already, September 9th, they're going to pull the plug on TikTok in the United States. So if you resonate with my comment and you just like the vibe and the energy, please definitely go and subscribe to my YouTube channel where that's where everything's going to be popping off until other things are in the works, okay? So without further ado, here we go with the dragon energy. Let's see what it got for us, okay? These symptoms that I'm describing is what you would be feeling starting during the eclipse and kind of still lingering on. Now, I do feel like it is subsiding a lot, but we still feeling that effects, okay? And what I'm talking about is headaches, top of your head, like head pressure, migraines almost, like you can't do anything to get rid of them. You could take medicine and it's like not working, okay? These are ascension symptoms. Your crown chakra is activated and you are receiving downloads whether you're aware of them or not. Trouble sleeping, can't sleep at night, up and down, sore throats, nasal drainage, okay, but not being sick, not being physically like ill, or they say you have nothing wrong with you. If you have went and gotten checked out, it's like, oh, it's just viral, it'll pass type of thing. You could be feeling heaviness in the chest, not really like anxiety. It's not the same as anxiety. It's more of just like a pressure, where it's real heavy. You could be experiencing some leg pain, back pain, lower back pain. These are all symptoms, foot pain especially as well. These are all symptoms of your chakras trying to align in order to get you to ascend, okay? Your ancestors are teaming up to clear out anything that's lingering so that you can transition to this next phase of higher consciousness, okay? So if you are experiencing any of these symptoms, chances are this reading is for you. So stay tuned, and definitely I'd advise to watch the extended reading on my YouTube if you feel called to. Again, no pressure. So let's see what we got going on. This energy, though, I tell you what, this energy, it came out of freaking nowhere for me. I knew the eclipse was happening. I was aware of it, but I had other things going on. You know, I was being called to purge like nobody's business, like go through closets, get rid of old clothes, like everything, like downsize tremendously. And I'm one that I struggle with the little bit that I do have, getting rid of any of it, whether it serves me or not, okay? It's related to trauma, of course, but and I'm fully aware of it, but I was called to do so. In the middle of doing all of that, I completely forgot what time this eclipse was going to be over where I am. And all of a sudden, when I tell you I got dizziness out of nowhere, I started seeing those speckled stars, and my chest felt heavy, heavy, heavy. And I thought maybe, you know, my incense, maybe I inhaled too much of that shit. You know, I'm thinking logic right now. I'm not even thinking about everything else that's going on, you know. And I walk outside, and I took my shoes off, and I just sat down, and I really just grounded in the energy. And then I realized what was actually happening when I did. So I put on some high frequency music that I have on a playlist to help me align chakras and help me raise my vibrational energy. And before I knew it, it was like, I swear it was only like 5 minutes that went by, but I actually spent a whole hour out there. But when I tell you, it did not feel like that at all. It was very eerie. It was very strange. And then I started getting real nauseated. I threw up. Like there was just so much I didn't understand. So I went and I got in a bath. I ran me a bath. I put my little intentions and additives in my water to give me a spiritual cleanse, to really ground myself, because I ground both in water and in nature. So when I realized that sitting outside wasn't helping, I went inside and I decided to ground that way. So if you guys experienced anything that's, you know, wild like that, please let me know in the comments that I'm not alone in that. But that's a download that I got. You're experiencing ascensions, okay? So without further ado, the dragons are going to explain what we have to look forward to coming forward through this week. We are almost out of Mercury retrograde. Communication today isn't the best. I'll let you know that. But be open-minded, be open-hearted. You're releasing a lot right now. So feel the emotions that are purging right now to release them so you can make this transition and elevate, okay? If you're being called to clear that throat chakra, clear it. Say what you gotta say. Do what you gotta do. Get the closure, whatever you need for yourself to move on. Because we're being asked to answer the call, yo. We are being asked to answer the call. It is time. It is time. So it's a sense of urgency. So here the dragons are. Yep. Stop allowing your own thoughts to get in your way, okay? Again, this also speaks to these ascension symptoms here. First card out is the Nine of Swords, all right? This is up late at night, racing thoughts. You could be getting downloads at this time. You could be reminiscing. You could be thinking about past. You could be feeling other people. Your abilities are getting heightened right now. So a lot of you are feeling like, what is going on? Like it's almost like another spiritual awakening, kind of like your dark night of the soul, but different, because you're more aware and you're more through this process. So it's really messing with your mind. So not only that, again, when you're waking up between 3 in the morning, 5 in the morning ish, sometimes around 2, depending on where you at globally. They call that the witching hours for a reason. That is when the veil is the thinnest and spirit can communicate the easiest with you in order for you to receive these downloads. Note what time you are awakened, okay? And look up that angel number. So it doesn't have to be repetitive numbers, y'all. I'm serious. There's a meaning in it. So if you are waking up in the middle of the night between those hours, it is not for nothing. They have a message for you. Start by looking up that angel number. That will give you a general direction on what you need to be paying attention to and the messages that are coming through to you, okay? So this will also help minimize this ease at night, not understanding what's going on. Just allow it to flow. Allow it to flow. Acknowledge that it's there, but allow it to flow through you, okay? It's all going to be okay, but don't let it consume you. Don't let it consume you. Know what you need to do. If you need to get clarity, get clarity. If you need to ask questions, ask questions. If it's in regards to downloads, if it's in regards to people popping up in your mind that you don't understand, there's a call to action, okay? Especially with the Ace of Swords coming out. Redirection, okay? The big truth bomb, okay? Being truthful to yourself, admitting to yourself some things that are keeping you mentally stuck here, okay? You may be hanging on to things that you should be letting go of at this time, and you're refusing to let it go. You're refusing to cut the cords or sever the connection or whatever it is in your life right now. You are being called to recognize the truth of these things. If this is resonating with you at at all, please go to my YouTube and check that out, okay? We're going to continue going. That is a wrap for that. That part is going to be posted to TikTok. So if you are coming and joining again, welcome back. If you've just catching this on my YouTube channel, please bear with me. I'm trying to migrate my fam over here so that we can stay in connection when they remove TikTok, okay? So we left off here with the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Swords in the upright. Okay, so basically, for those of you who are just finding me here on YouTube, the dragons, this deck is about you, only you, no external influences. This is a lot about your spiritual journey, your abilities, discovering more about yourself, shadow work, etc. I want to take the opportunity to also announce my podcast. It is up and going. I got the trailer I recorded yesterday. I'm getting the format and how I want to break this down, because there is so much to share with you guys. I've been listening to my collective, my soul tribe, and they have been really, really adamant about me needing to share my story with you guys. So I'm going to. It's taken a lot of courage for me to be able to do, because I'm a very private person, and what I've lived through is not for the weak or the faint at heart. But I also am a big advocator of your story is somebody's survival guide, and I need to share mine, because I never know who needs to hear it, right? So that is rolling out. It is going to be Spotify, Divine Connections. My trailer is up. The link to that is actually on my TikTok in my bio as well, and I will probably post it in the comments section of this video as well, this reading. So just to give you a little update. All right, back to the damn reading, huh? I feel like a lot of you, like where we left off, a lot of you are having these intrusive thoughts and having trouble sleeping at night. You're probably getting downloads. You may have people on your brain, other people popping up. We are still in Mercury retrograde. Karma's being served right now. The divine masculines are also waking up right now. So it's like you're having trouble with your thoughts, because you don't know what's truth and what's not right now. You don't know whether you should trust something coming forward or not. You feel this energy, but there's nothing in the 3D. There's a lot of mind ache over situations in your life. And again, take that how it resonates. It could be a job, it could be moving, it could be a person, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be soul tribe, it could be downloads on what's going on in the world, and you feel like you're batshit crazy because you don't know where these are coming from or why you're thinking this way. But it's like you, all of a sudden, there's like one of the biggest conspiracy theorists there is. Well, because you're getting information that you're meant to share. Even though it sounds crazy, it doesn't sound crazy to those of us who are getting the same downloads, okay? So do keep that in mind, okay? But your journey is fixing to embark on a change, okay? A lot of you are being called, like I said in the beginning, call to action, call to step into your purpose, call to step into your knowing, to stand tall, to stand true to yourself, be unapologetically, authentically yourself at this time, because the way everything is shifting, people are going to be waking up in the masses, and we're all going to be called to participate in certain parts. We are the bridge, okay? This is a very, very important time for not just us, but for humanity in a total, okay? So this is a call to answer the call, and Spirit is not going to leave you alone until you get the realization. So nothing's ever passed you up. Everything is in divine timing, and they will keep you in a repetitive cycle until you get it, okay? So it's okay if you miss the signs and synchronicities. You know, you're not going to catch every one of them, but they're not going to stop giving them to you, okay? Remember that. All right, we got the Three of Pentacles coming out next here. This is you finding your soul tribe, you collaborating on something, coming together with ideas here, in your soul's purpose, especially when it comes to the Ace of Swords coming out right behind it. Like all of these ideas and downloads that you're getting right now is leading you to answer your call. It's giving you the fundamental pieces on the roles that you are meant to play in all of this big shift, okay? So definitely take that into consideration. Write them down. Y'all, I can't explain to you how important it is to write down when you're getting this. If you don't want to share it with anyone because you think you're fucking crazy, it's understandable. We all kind of go through that process at one point or another, but write them down. You will come back to it. You will come back to it. Or hit that voice recorder on your phone and just talk about it, like what it is that you're experiencing, and save it. You're gonna need it again, because most of the time those ideas that are coming up to you right now is gonna ring in your mind, because it's probably ideas that you've gotten several, 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago, okay, when the first shift started to happen here. And now, like, you probably thought, oh, that's crazy. Like, that'll never happen. I'll never be XYZ, or like, that's unrealistic expectations. You probably played it down a lot when it first came through. And now this is all coming up again, okay? So realize what that is. 2019 and 2020 should be very specific for this collective, for this reading. Whether that's when you went through your spiritual awakening, whether that's when you started feeling the shift, that's, you know, take it how it resonates with you. But there was a big, massive shift during that time, okay? So going forward, whatever's coming is calling you to collaborate, to really work on it, to focus, okay? Now, remember, you are going to have distractions that come in that is geared to throw you off path, okay? I'm telling you, us light workers, light beings, energy transmuters, empaths, you know, psychics, people who are having vivid prophetic dreams right now as well. Nightmares could be significant as well with this Nine of Swords. It's not a nightmare. It's coming out that way in your dream state because they want you to remember it when you wake up. Usually, a lot of us have trouble remembering vivid details of our dreams. Those who dream. I don't dream. It's very rare, but when I do, it's very, very, very significant. But when you have these dreams and it feels like a nightmare, and you wake up and you're like, oh my God, write every detail down, or hit that voice recorder and record yourself and give it in its entirety, the colors, the feelings, your sensories. Like, try to remember everything. It's going to be more vivid right when you wake up than it will be if you waited 10-20 minutes. You're going to forget a lot of things. But the reason it comes out as a nightmare is because they want you to remember it. They really want you to remember whatever it is, but it is symbolic. It's not always as it seems, okay? There are plenty of people who do dream interpretations as well, that can give you more background on that. There's also so many books, okay? But I also recommend, you know, that nice connection with your spirit team to give you that enlightenment and that clarity. Just sit with it for a little while and let them tell you what it means symbolically, and what it is that you need to see out of it. The colors, look up the spiritual meaning of the colors that popped in there. Everything. There's hidden messages everywhere, but I promise you, if you remember it, it wasn't a dream. It was a message, okay? So that was important. That was an important detour. So for those of you who are having prophetic dreams, there's meaning in it. Keep an active log or an active journal of it. You're getting prophetic visions, okay? You just need to sort out what it means for you and your collective, if you are a reader as well, or you are into some type of healing and you heal people or whatnot. This is a crucial time right now in this energy, okay? It is giving you the truth and clarity on your soul's purpose, for you to collaborate with others. All right, so it's a big deal here. It's a big deal. Like I said, answer the call. It's a call to action, guys. Like, I can't make it up. All right, yes, you are also healing right here. Okay, you're doing a lot of introspection as well. Like I always say, three above, one in the behind. Like, you will sit in this and in this reflection until that last sword is lifted. Okay, so you're in the process right now of a lot of introspection, a lot of trying to figure out what your soul's purpose is, where you're going with it. You could be, if you're in my collective, you could be having like all kinds of different avenues. Like, you could go one way, you can go this way, you can go that way. Like, you have so many different ideas and projects and things that have come to you over the years, and you don't know which one is supposed to be the one to go towards. just let it flow. Let them tell you. Chances are it's nothing like you really even thought to begin with. And those are all stepping stones just for you to become who you are destined to be, in order for you to have whatever it is that you need, that you're going to project into the world, or your purpose. Okay, so again, it's all going to tie together. Be patient with yourself. This is also a time of resting. Okay, for my spiritual badasses, listen, we're going, when it starts to move, we're gonna be praying and sitting here going, oh man, I just want to have some rest. I just want to, this is your rest period. Stop rushing the process. Let the shit around you. You're okay. You're protected. You're all right. Breathe. It's okay to give to yourself. Again, they want you to self-care, because how can you give from an empty cup? You got to keep recharging your own cup here, okay? You got to make sure you're ready, that when it's your time to shine, baby, you're ready to step into that power. You're energetically ready to give, to throw from the overflow, not from the actual cup, okay? So this is a call to rest during this time, and to just collaborate and put ideas on paper, like write vision boards. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all ain't new to this shit. Like, this is how they're gonna show you the path that you need to take, the aha epiphanies that are coming, that have been hidden from you because you're trying to jump the divine timing. You can't. Everything happens when it's there, when they say it's meant to happen. Trust me, it all will fall into place. Don't rush this process, okay? Have patience with yourself. You are healing through a lot. You're probably healing, even karmic debt from past lives. There's so much going on in the 5D right now that is allowing our human minds, bodies, souls, our vessels to elevate to this frequency. Okay, it's not easy. Again, you need to rest, especially if you're having those physical symptoms that I talked about earlier. Ringing of the ears, equilibrium off, just being dizzy, seeing speckles and stars, like your vision going in and out, like seeing side images in your peripherals, and when you look, it's not there. There's something going on right there, and they're trying to get you to pay attention. You may be developing your sight and whatnot. Whatever the case is, more 2222 on the clock, and there's no coincidences. I noticed that. So twos are very significant. If you're seeing my face for the first time and you've been seeing 222 a lot, there's a reason. Everybody sees it before they see me. I come to people in twos, so there's no coincidence there, and that's through hundreds of people that I've actually read and whatnot and helped on their journey. So next card out here is the 5 of Swords. Okay, you're breaking a cycle here. You're breaking a big one. I really feel like abandonment wounds for a lot of you guys. Learning to speak your truth, to being heard and being seen for the first time in your life. Stepping out of that comfort zone and really embracing that you're being called to do something that is going to get you attention, if that is the journey, and it might be something you're fearful of. I know that's something that I've been struggling with for quite some time. But in any case, there's no coincidences here. This could be you struggling to let something go and to heal from that situation, trying to put in all the work into whatever situation this is, in a sense, like Spirit says, beating a dead horse. Like you can lead a cow to the trough, baby, but you can't make it drink. I don't care if it's dehydrated and about to die. And you're like, just drink the water. And it won't. It won't until it decides that it will. So a lot of you need to realize that, especially during this time, you're going to want people closest to you to understand you, to awaken to what you know, to not see you crazy or not feel like you're delusional and you're hitting brick walls with some of these people. I need you to understand and hold space for these people, but also understand that these people are not shifting. It's not their lifetime to do so. There's a balance here. There truly is a balance. There has to be a balance within everything. You can't make people see. Someone can only be as true to you as they're willing to be within themselves. Someone can only be as honest with you as they're willing to be within themselves. So if someone can't hold themselves accountable, they can't possibly apologize for something that they don't feel they did wrong, right? So release the expectations of people at this time, and understand that, yes, this journey is lonely. Sometimes it is, especially if you're one that is called to be in solitude, because you're an energy transmuter. And so you spend a lot of time alone transmuting a collective energy or collective consciousness around you. Especially my other practitioners, you guys have been in hermit mode for a while. We're all kind of being called to kind of hermit and let things play the way they're supposed to play. We will know when it's time to stand up. We will know when it's time to get back out there. Just don't get so comfortable in this hermit mode that you develop an anxiety of putting yourself out there again, or being in a large group of people. The reason this challenge is because you have to learn to shield your energy, as powerful as it is. You can't hide from it. You have to learn to shield it and block it, because you're meant to experience life. You're not meant to tuck yourself away in a cave and just know things and not share them. You are a light worker. You are an energy being. You are an energy transmuter. You're an inner shaman. You have a lot to offer. A lot of you have a lot to offer here. And it's time that we break the silence. It is time, like, this is coming, guys. This is coming, where you're going to be, your spirit's going to push you out of that comfort zone to stand in your power. But right now is the fundamentals. Right now is the aha moments. Right now is the rest, the calm, you've been through a shit ton of stuff. You've been through a lot of endings. 10 of Swords on the bottom. I can't make it up. Been through a lot of stuff. You've been through a lot of shifts. You've been through a lot of ascensions. You're learning to master your abilities, and it's great, because when you develop that relationship with your spirit team, you just want to keep on going. You want to keep that momentum, because it feels so good, because that is truly your emotional fulfillment. You feel like you finally have a place after never having a place in life, never feeling like you fit in. Baby, you wasn't supposed to. You're a unicorn. We don't just fit in just anywhere, honey. We're meant to go against the grain. There's reasons, because the call to action is coming. Okay, it's all gonna make sense when you get that timing, when you get that urge to just leap. There's a reason, okay, and it's coming very soon. But right now, you're having to rest from breaking a big cycle, a big challenge. And most of you guys, for my empath, this is a challenge in matters of the heart, and in relationship areas where you people pleased way too much, and you've learned how you have to set boundaries, and now you're fixing to be challenged with those boundaries. So trust your intuition, trust your inner guidance, take your time in any decisions that you're making, and make sure that you check in with your body. Your body is going to tell you. Energy doesn't lie. Okay, this is what they've prepared you for. For those of you with other abilities, my psychics, mediums, your gifts are going to be getting bigger and stronger. So it may have started out with just, light, interactions, and it could be developing to you seeing them now. Okay, it just keep in mind that, especially if you're seeing shadow figures in the corners of your eyes, but when you look, they're not there. That's a really big indication that your sight is coming in, and sight to another dimension, to the underworld, not just. And no, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. My podcast is actually based on a lot of being diagnosed with a lot of mental illnesses that are actually gifts that were suppressed. So again, if that interests you and you've been diagnosed with a lot of things, my story might ring volumes to you. But in any case, we're going to keep on going here. You are breaking cycles, okay? There's many different facets, many different areas, depending on what you struggle with. Some of you struggle with financial, a blockage when it comes to financial abundance. Maybe you were raised in poverty, or you grew up in a very poverty-stricken family dynamics, and money was always a struggle, always an issue, and so your blockage when it comes to receiving your abundance is to realize that you have to not fear loss of it. It's breaking the fear of not having enough. Yes, I know it's hard. That's a hard thing to do, especially when when the state of the world is the way it is, and everything is so high, and just the cost of living and whatnot. But you got to trust in your spirit team. You got to trust in them. They've led you this far. They're not about to lead you astray again. Okay, so trust in that. This could be a blockage for some of you, not feeling worthy enough. Whether you can speak it like it's coming, but if your heart is in fear of it not coming, this is an old cycle, Five of Swords, that is kind of keeping you stuck. It's kind of like you talk yourself into it, you talk yourself out of it, and it's back and forth here. But remember, with any blockage, it's only there to show us where we could master ourselves a little bit better, and to show us that we're worth more, and that our darkness wasn't for nothing, and our purpose is bigger than what we think it is. And it's truly the state of surrender and just trusting. And I know it's hard to do because you can't see it most of the time. Some of you can, but it's almost like walking blindfolded into the dark and having to feel your way around. But this is why they call it a leap of faith. This is why it's a true surrender, because in order to truly surrender, they're going to challenge you in the places of your security and your foundation. Are you going to react the same way you used to? Or are you going to break the cycle? I know a lot of you are going through that and experiencing that right now, especially with this eclipse. All these eclipses, Mercury retrograde, all the planets doing what they're doing right now. They're actually helping us to break all of this down, for us to rise. Okay, so coming out after is the Lovers, and again, this is about you and only you. This is actually you coming into union within yourself, your masculine and feminine energy, learning when to be grounded, learning when to embrace your emotions. It is that purge, but it's also balancing. See how that's a balance? That card is just balanced there with earth and water. Getting out in nature, I talked about it earlier. Grounding, whether you ground in nature, ground in water, ground in both. Like this is definitely a time to ground and come within yourself. The answers that you seek lie internally. You're not going to find it with someone else. You're not going to find it in advice from other people. Yes, keep an open mind. Listen, because our creator, source, will come to you in many different peoples, in many different forms. This reading, you never truly know. But that is why in anything that you come across, and in anything that you open your mind to, you must then take it within and feel it out. Does it resonate with me or does it not? Take the parts that resonate with you and discard the rest, because no two people have had the same journeys. No two people have developed their gifts the same way. So there are going to be unique differences in every single one of us, because we are all uniquely designed and created for a specific reason, but none of us are the same. Okay, so this is truly coming into union with yourself, embracing the masculinity and the femininity, and knowing when to balance and when to shift into each one of those aspects. Okay, so if majority of the beginning of your life you sat more in your divine masculine energy, you were just roaring and in that pride, in that ego, because you had something to prove, you were going against the grain. The second half of your awakening is going to be learning how to sit in that divine feminine energy, and knowing that your silence is more powerful than any of the roars that you gave initially. But then once you master both, it's actually coming into union and knowing when to roar and when to sit back, and just let that yin and yang constantly teeter and totter. Okay, so a lot of you are in that energy right now. 3333 on the timer here. Y'all are in that energy where you're learning that dynamic. Okay, or you have learned that dynamic, and now you're being called to step in one or the others. When it comes to your purpose, you're gonna know. For my divine feminines who are in solitude right now, who have been on the solo journey in this healing process, you're gonna be called to step in your masculine energy again. But then you're gonna question, am I stepping into my masculine energy, or am I in my ego? So you're gonna wanna go through a mental anguish with that. Don't. Okay, don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. If you feel that you need to take charge of the situation. Okay, you've been through enough to know when you need to step into that masculine energy and take control of a situation and really stand in your firmness, and you'll know when to sit right back down into that feminine energy to allow yourself to receive. Okay, so your divine feminine energy is when you realize that you don't need to chase, you attract. Okay, you sit in that inner knowing that whatever's meant for you will come to you in divine timing. You release the expectations of everything, and that's that Empress energy. That's that divine energy here. But there are times where even the Empress has to step into an Emperor role and take charge of situations, especially in regards to your destiny and to your soul's purpose, especially if you're in solitude and you're wanting your divine counterpart, even, you know, to come forward or come in, or to, in a sense, you're like waiting because you feel like they are a part of this. If you are being called to step into your masculine energy, step into it, because maybe your success is for you alone, and that'll come later on when the time is right. Take it how it resonates with you, okay? But there's a reason for everything. But when it's time to answer the call, okay, and move forward. Shift into that masculine energy if you must. But always remember to come back and sit within that divine feminine energy as well. Once you get that initiative, that motivation, that spark to go forward, okay? I always say sit in your masculine energy until somebody makes you feel secure and safe enough to sit in your divine feminine energy, okay? But also in regards to receiving your abundance, it is a balance. It depends on your situation. It truly is, because in order for you to receive what you've manifested and what you've called in, you have to be sitting in that divine feminine energy in order to allow it to come in and not push it away energetically, okay? For those of you that know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, okay? So we have the Page of Cups coming out here. So this is being gentle with yourself. This is also nourishing yourself. Right now, it's a call to, again, self-care, that rest, what I was talking about. Really pour into yourself right now. Understand that there will be distractions that are going to come from all angles. People are going to need you now more than ever, and you're going to want to fall back into that cycle. Remember, you're going to want to fall back into that Five of Swords energy where you're going to want to help people, but at what cost? It's going to deplete you. This is a pattern. If you continue every time you go to get up and people start coming forward for your help, and you start putting them before you and your path, you're repeating the same cycle over and over again. And that's why you keep hitting a brick wall and you feel stuck and stagnant, like nothing is moving. You have to learn how to say no. You have to learn to give yourself what you need to give, because your purpose requires you to do bigger things. Always remember that the darkness will always come to diminish the light if it can. But if you're raising your vibrations and you are filling your own cup, it can't even touch you. It can't even be in your energy. It like spirit is not gonna allow. Like if you look at it as a frequency, it's not possible. It's like two opposing magnets, just you trying to put them together, and there's that resistance. It's not going to. Your frequency is that wall. Okay, understand that. You want to remove negative people, places, and things out of your life, raise your vibrations and see who sticks around. You ain't got to do shit. You ain't got to say shit. Raise your vibrations and see who's still there at the end of the day. Okay, like, but pray for strength though, because when they reveal it, sometimes you don't expect it to be certain people, right? All right, but right now you need to pour into yourself. Shit, get your hair done, get your nails done, divine feminines. Well, I'm not putting gender with it because, again, I know a lot of very masculine men who sit in their divine feminine energy, and vice versa. Very feminine women who wear dresses and makeup, and it just takes so much pride in themselves and being very feminine. They have a very masculine energy. They have a very dominating energy. So, again, when we talk about energies, we're not talking about the human vessel, the meat suit. We're talking about how you move, your dominant energy. Like, so right now, my divine feminines, whether it's getting your hair cut, getting trimmed up for my men who are divine feminine energies, who are spiritually awakened, who are, you know, learning how to sit and receive and embracing their emotions. For some of you, you are learning how to allow yourself to cry for the first time, you know, because being a male in this time period, they've been conditioned for so long that they can't show emotions, because emotions is our weaknesses that they suppress for so long. And this is why the divine masculines, and I know I'm going to get some backlash from my divine feminines, but hold the hell on. The divine masculines go through 10 times as much as we do, because of the way our brains work, because we're able to see the bigger picture, because we're not stuck in the ego. We're not brought up the same way the masculines are, like males vessels are. Okay, so some of your manly men that are going through the dark night of the soul, their spiritual awakenings, this shit is not for the weak. We thought we had it bad, baby, but the divine feminines wake up before, because regardless if you're tied to anyone or not, as a collective, us divine feminines, we woke up 3-4 years, 5 years, 6 years, some of us 10 years, some of us, before the masculine energy does. This eclipse is causing a massive masculine awakening right now. And that is why the energy is so heavy, so dense. That's why you're feeling the tightness of your chest, but it's not anxiety. It's not like other clinical feelings. It's different. You're feeling a collective energy at this point, especially my empaths, you know, and my transmuters. You guys know what I'm talking about, how this energy is feeling. Okay, but they're going through it. Their lessons are so much harder because they stay in the ego more. Okay, but they're conditioned to. Remember, your masculine energies are programmed to be the provider, to be the to take the control, but they have to learn through toxic patterns how to balance that out too. Just like the divine feminines have to learn how to balance out their masculine, their hyper independence, and being in that divine feminine energy. So there's a reason for all of it, but right now there's a big shift here in the masculine energies, and us divine feminines are helping them on a global scale with this clearing, with this healing, whether you know it or not. Those of you who know, you know, right? So that is why the divine feminines, we are being called to rest. That is why you could be having intrusive thoughts if you are connected with someone. But most of the time, it's a collective energy that you're feeling on a big scale here. Okay, so stay grounded again. Okay, balance out your emotions. If you feel the need to cry, but you don't have a logical explanation as to why, you don't need one. Okay, don't allow yourself to create a narrative in your mind that justifies that emotion. If you're feeling the emotion, feel it, let it go, cry, fuck it. Chances are you're helping somebody else release that is really struggling, and they're in a dark place, and it could be even life or death. You don't even know. Like, you know what your dark night of the soul was, and I know for me, it was literally seconds before I took my own life several times. So if there was somebody out there transmuting energy for me, thank you. I wouldn't have said it then, but I'm saying it now. Thank you. Because we have to awaken, okay? But we're helping them to do that, okay? Energetically. So give yourself grace and compassion and feel the emotion, but you don't have to have a reason to be feeling it. You don't have to make a logical explanation. Emotions are not logic. I'm sorry, they're not. They don't make any fucking sense most of the time. Okay, especially if you're a transmuter or an empath or an energy worker, period. You will feel other people's stuff. But you are moving on to calmer waters here, okay? We got the Six of Swords. Like, the turbulence is in the past, okay? You're shifting. You've shifted, okay? Again, I talked about symptoms that you were probably feeling during this shift. how you know this is you are moving forward. This is just a period of rest for you to regain that energy, to help transmute that masculine awakening going on. That's all you're doing right now. You're just an energy worker, and you're just helping transmute a collective energy right now. There's no need to overthink it. There's no need to put too much energy towards it. It's just rest. Fucking binge watch your favorite shows. Like, if you make time for you, make time to make yourself feel good, raise your vibrations. The higher your vibrations are, the more you're helping a collective, okay? The more you're helping humanity on a way bigger scale than you could even imagine, okay? This is what the dragons are coming through with, you know. It's a time. It is. All right, we got masculine energy out again here with the Shire of Swords here. This is a lot of air energy here, okay? It could be Aquarius, it could be Gemini or Libra energy, okay? We do have a lot going on, especially with the eclipse and stuff. This is the energy that it's standing on your truth, speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, putting right where right is, no longer allowing people to treat you certain ways, like really harnessing your energy and standing tall. Look, he's at the top of that mountain, baby, and ain't shooken, okay? But this dragon is also gold. Look up the spiritual meaning of gold, a golden aura, and it is going to tell you a lot about this energy right here. Again, you don't have to be an air sign. This is the collective energy right now in the solar situations going up there. That is giving us this momentum, this power, to see this clarity, to see this inner truth, to see this inner knowing, and for us to reshift our direction, to go the right way, to stop overthinking situations and take the leap and move, break the cycles here. Like, let things go, but also come into union with yourself. Know that you are deserving and you are worthy of all the things that your heart desires. Nothing is ever too big, baby. The only thing that is too big is your own ego, thinking that you have to put a limitation on dreams and aspirations and goals and things that you want to accomplish. There is no dream that is too big, okay? There isn't, all right? So find that childlike happiness and embrace life like you did, like a kid, before life started lifing, okay? Find that. That is the purest vibration right there. That is the highest vibration. Our children can teach us a lot of things. When it comes, if you don't have kids, shit, go sit at a park and watch a child play. Just watch a child play and see how there's not a care, not a worry in the fucking world. They're not worried about anything going on around them, but they're completely engulfed in pure joy and happiness. Find that within yourself and let that inner child come out right now. Raise that vibration, but also know, stand in your truth, stand in your knowing. It's time to cut cords. It's time to change direction. It's time to answer the call, okay? Speak truth. Go logic if you need to. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Confirmation. Okay, confirmation. There are no coincidences, okay? You could be receiving a call. And it is 12:12. Actually, the time here is 12:12. So you could be receiving some type of call, some type of offer coming in, some type of collaboration with someone. For those of you who are being challenged against the heartstrings, this could be somebody returning, and it will be up to your discernment to decide whether they come with you to this next chapter or not, etc. Take that how it resonates with you. But again, 12:12 here. I got a glare so you can't. There it is. So you couldn't really see it. Okay, so again, you're closing out cycles, starting new cycles. Look up 12:12. There's definitely no coincidences there, okay? Ooh, high pitch ringing in my right ear. All right, so, whoo! All right, yes, no wonder. We got the death card here. All right, you are going through a massive ascension. It said, I said it before they fail. The beginning, I was talking about if you are receiving ascension symptoms. Here you go. You're entering a new phase. You're entering your destiny. You're evolving. You're elevating. You're ascending. Okay, so I know a lot of you may even be shocked when and if someone does come forward. Like, again, like I said, my empaths, my people pleasers, you know, whether it's family, whether it's a significant other, whether it's somebody you're having trouble letting go, whatever the situation is, when they return, you're going to be shocked on your growth, because you may be in a pattern of wanting someone to return, or wanting to reconcile something, or feeling this pull with this person. You could be feeling their karma actually happening, their realizations that they're going through and experiencing and realizing some things. You could be feeling that and assuming that it's yours and whatnot. And when and if this comes forward, because I know y'all are seeing y'all seeing it all over, people returning. Mercury retrograde is known for that, but it's also known that people really get a lot of clarity during this time. Like, they can't fool themselves. Like, they have to, it's their inner truth that is coming forward. So these people are genuine in the moments. Absolutely. A bit impulsive, but it is genuine. However, you may not be the same person you was. You may have elevated and ascended to the point where you now realize that this person is no longer aligned with you. So whether it's closure, whether it's a new beginning, hey, take it how it resonates with you. However, be careful during this time, even with friends and family, okay? Because you may allow something back into your life that you should have closed the door on, okay? But again, there's no wrong choices, guys. There's no wrong decisions when it comes to this journey. There's only lessons to be learned. And sometimes you got to go through certain things 3, 4, and 5 times before you see it from every angle you're meant to see it from. Okay, so give yourself that love and grace and compassion in these events, but stop overthinking the shit. When it happens, it'll happen. You'll cross that bridge when you get there, right? Stop overthinking it, my overthinkers. Okay, I know you can't help it, but this is a pattern too. This is a cycle too. My overthinkers, and how I know you're overthinking, because you can't sleep at night. Okay, again, like, let's be honest. Let's be truthful with ourselves. Okay, so heal from the things that you're being called to heal from. All right, you're definitely going through another sense of awakening. Like, I compared it earlier to the dark night of the soul, but not being like the catastrophic mind-blowing freaking my whole life's a lie, I don't even know who I am anymore type of shit. This is more so ascending and realizing just how powerful you are, like and realizing, you know, that your destiny, your purpose, you're seeing the bigger picture. This is a different type of awakening, but it is tough. It really is. It comes with a lot of loss and grief as well, of shedding the old you. Having to let go of the fact that other people will never see you for who you are now. Other people will always see you as however you impacted them. Whether it's in a good way or a bad way, that's their issue. If they feel that you impacted them in a negative way, well, they got something inside of them that they got to go and fix too. You know, there's reasons for everything, and there's lessons on both sides of every aspect of things, okay? But right now, this is the big burst of ideas. This is the epiphanies. Look how this dragon is raising this pinnacle. This pinnacle is shining, okay? This is truly like birthing new ideas that are going to bring you in abundance in the 3D, on the earth plane, okay? But it's coming from our heavens. It's coming from your creator, divine source, your spirit team. They are enlightening you on these ideas right now. They're crucial, okay? Again, write them down. You're going to be collaborating. These are puzzle pieces here. They're giving you the puzzle pieces, the foundation to create your success in your purpose right now, in what you're meant to do, to help and guide other people. Okay, so this is what this transformation is bringing in. I can't make it up. This death card right before it. I mean, this transformation is giving you. You see the orbs flying. It's truly giving you the keys, the missing link, the puzzle pieces to what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Distractions. See, I keep getting distractions from this reading. There's no coincidence. You're going to be distracted. You're going to be challenged, okay? And the reason they're doing this is they want to challenge your dedication to yourself, to your purpose. They want to make sure that they're giving the gifts that they need to give you, and you're ready to receive them, and you'll know what to do with them, okay? There's a reason why when you pray for something and it doesn't come, now blocking is a blessing. It's because you weren't ready to receive that, or it's going to be a lot better than you ever thought it would be, and they were like, we're not going to waste that on that. We're going to blow this person's mind when it's time. Like, unanswered prayers are answered prayers, believe it or not, okay? So remember to surrender and just know that everything is happening for you, not to you, okay? Look at the bigger picture of some things. Allow yourself to process the emotions that you are feeling, but don't put yourself in a mind ache, okay? Trust your inner knowing, trust your intuition, trust yourself above everything else, because if you are this far on this journey, you already know. Right now is just a time to rest. I know you probably feeling the sense of urgency, like you should be doing something, you should be doing more, you should be something, like you just feel this energy of, I gotta go. Like you're feeling that Aries energy, you're feeling that cosmic wave of determination, but you're like, I don't know which way to go. I don't, like, who? Like, remember, what goes up must come down, okay? Balance out that energy, okay? Harness it, but put it in like a little reserve tank, okay? In your mind, in your vessel, build you a reserve tank where you just pump in all this motivational energy, and you just store it. That way, whenever you know it's time, that's when you open that valve and you go full throttle, and you don't let nothing stand in your way, baby. You embrace that energy, and it's a feeling that I can't even describe, okay? Like you'll know what I'm talking about, because it truly is. It's divine. It truly is. When it's going to be time, know that you will have the direction, you will have the knowing, and you will know exactly what you need to be doing. But right now, it is not time, and that is why they're not showing you. And that is why some of you who do your own readings on yourself, that's why you playing yourself in a mind ache, because they're going to give you a different scenario every time you're going to pick up them damn cards to get answers, because you're not meant to fucking know everything. Release the control. Just, your gifts aren't really made for you. They're made for other people, but that is why you have a soul tribe. That is why you have a covenant. That's why you call in your people. You are to rely on your tribe to help guide you as well. You're not supposed to be reading yourself, and I know that's going to be controversial, and people are going to want to come at me about it. Your journey does start off you reading yourself. Absolutely, it does, because that's how they teach you. That's how you get it. Like that's how you start bonding. That's how you bond with your cards. That's how you know. But I'm telling you, there's going to come a time in this journey where you're going to realize all you do is you put yourself in a mental fuck every time you're going to do it, and they're doing that on purpose. They want you to release that, because that's not all you are. That's just the beginning. That was the steps to awaken you to what's inside of you. But that's just a tool. Cards are just a tool, just like everything else. The power lies within you. You don't even need them. Most of you don't even need them. You have an inner knowing. Like my cards, when I read people, it's for them. Because I'll channel before the reading. I'll blow your fucking mind before I even pick up the deck. And then the cards are going to just reiterate it for you. So that way you have a visual. The cards are for other people. But you're not meant to know everything. So if you keep picking up the deck and you keep trying to get spreads and you keep on trying to get clarity on your situation, and it's either or, like they'll play that dynamic so hard. They'll give you a spread where it's all in your favor and everything you think all good, and then you'll pick it up again and it's the exact opposite, because you're reading your collective. You're not reading for you. You're taking it as yours, but it's not for you. And you'll start to see the patterns as you go. If you haven't already, as you go along, you'll start to see the patterns that your readings never come to fruition within you. Like parts probably, but the big things, you don't even see them coming. You're not meant to. You're not meant to read yourself. Your gifts are not for you. It's acts of service to others, okay? However, you are meant to find your soul tribe where you can rely on another to give you that. You know why? Because they're unbiased. They have an obligation to spirit, to source as well, to give you the fucking truth. When you're going to lay a spread out and you don't want to see things, you're not going to see it. You can flip and flop them cards to say whatever the fuck you want them to say in whatever situation you want them to say it in, to make yourself feel good. But is it going to play out that way? Huh, probably not. 9 times out of 10, nope. So keep that in mind. It's time to take the training wheels off for some of you and truly step into your knowing. Trust them. Get your answer straight from them. You don't need cards. And I'm speaking truth. Page of Swords here. Getting your own clarity. Getting your own inner knowing. Like, I can't even make it up. That card's been flipped right there. And I went on that detour. There's a reason for it. Okay? Page of Swords here. Having those thoughts. Those also thoughts and ideas coming up, guys. Like, on what your path is and your journey is and how you are supposed to move forward here. You're getting that clarity. You just have to stop putting yourself in a mental anguish. You got to stop overthinking situations. You got to stop creating narratives of situations. Yes, you feel things coming. Yes, things are coming. But why stress about it before it even happened? You're wasting energy on something that hasn't even shown you in the 3D. Yes, you're feeling it. Trust your inner knowing. Trust that what you're feeling is correct and move on. You'll face it when it comes. Like, truly surrender it. Like, it is what it is. It'll be what it'll be. 10 of Cups. Come on. Hello, somebody. All right. The Fool at the bottom. Take a leap of faith, baby. Take everything that you've known, all your experiences, everything that you have been through up until this point. Release was no longer serving you, but take the leap of faith. Know that your actions are pure here, okay? Know that you have a soul tribe waiting for you to take that leap of faith. There's your 10 of Cups here. There's your covenant coming in. There's your soul tribe coming in. There's your happily ever after coming in. But you have to trust and you have to sit in that knowing that you deserve it. And you also have to sit in those boundaries in knowing what you deserve and not settling for less than, okay? Like, this is your call. This is your call to take a leap of faith, because ultimately this is going to bring you through to your 10 of Cups more than you've even ever anticipated it would. Okay? Way bigger than you dreamed it would be. Probably way different than you imagined it to be as well. But those of us that are on that journey, on this journey, nothing is ever as it seems. And that's why it's so important we have to release expectations of things. Because when we expect something to go some way, it's like our spirit team is like, haha, joke's on you. Because watch what I'm about to do. And it's going to come in a different way. Like, I wanted to be a heart surgeon growing up. I wanted to fix broken hearts for a living. And guess what? I do. Just in a different way. Release the expectations. Okay? Truly. Release the expectations. Now we got that Emperor energy here. Taking control. Like, guarding what's yours. Keeping your peace. Sitting in your power. Sitting in your knowing. Again, I was talking about that I was talking about, one second, guys.